Okay, so we just come out from the launch of the new BMW X5 xDrive40e hybrid. So we're going to take you a quick walk around of the car. Okay, so let's cut to the chase. This car is priced at 388,800 ringgit. That is on the road without insurance. That makes it actually quite a bargain. It's 15,000 ringgit cheaper than the Volvo XC90, which we already thought was a very good deal. This also makes it around 150,000 cheaper than the cheapest X5, the cheapest normal X5, which is the xDrive40e, which is priced at 533,800 ringgit. Now, this is unusual because BMW has actually provided a figure of how much tax breaks are saved, that you save in buying this car. Okay? The actual price for this car without tax breaks is 582,800 ringgit. So you save 194,000 ringgit just through import and excise duty breaks. So let's start with the looks of the car. This, as you can see here, this has an M Sport body kit, which makes it different from the normal X5, the 30D and the 35i. So you can see you've got adaptive LED headlights. You've got a M specific front bumper. Someone's asking how much. Again, it's 388,800 ringgit on the road without insurance. So you come around here, you'll see 19-inch wheels, light alloy wheels, double spoke. It's kind of similar to what you find on BMW 520i design, but it's bigger in size. It's 19-inch. Come around here, you see the badge. It says xDrive40e. We'll come to the interior in a bit. You see the side skirts, also part of the M Sport body kit. Come around, you see the M Sport bumper with twin exhausts, LED taillights. You can see that there's also a panoramic sunroof. Go ahead. So, another thing that's also fitted on this car is a driver assistant. So you see there's a camera which gives you a lane departure warning, active city braking, and yeah. So let's have a look inside. Again, as you can see here, get a 3-spoke M Sport steering wheel. You get Dakota leather. Inside is pretty much it's pretty much the same as a normal X5. You can see, sorry about that, you can see it says xDrive. There's also a button here that says xDrive. This switches between the 3 modes that are available. There's auto xDrive, which basically means it's a full hybrid, so it works just like, you know, like a Toyota Prius, albeit more powerful. You got max xDrive, which will keep it to being fully electric as much as possible. If you floor the throttle, it will go back into auto xDrive. And then you've got save battery, which just means that you will just use the internal combustion engine to save to save battery power, so you can use like full electric, let's say in the city or something like that. Again, very much the same as the X5, the normal X5, petrol or diesel. Come on in the back, you'll see twin screens. This is the rear seat entertainment option. Yes, this is a hybrid. We'll come to the thing that powers it later. You also get rear sun blinds. Full 4-zone aircon. You can see the knobs and the rear aircon vents. And then you can see over at the top, you see the panoramic sunroof. Yes, if you're on full electric, this car still has climate control, so you don't have to worry about that. The boot is pretty much just like any other ordinary X5, big boots with powered tailgates. This car also has comfort access, so you can kick under the bumper here to open the boot. There's also like a separate tailgate, just like on a Range Rover. No third row, unfortunately. Unlike the XC90, this is a strict 5-seater. Again, another look at the interior. No idea how many golf bags. It should carry just as much as a normal X5. And come on here, pull this twice, and you come around to the engine. This is this is the engine. You come with the piece de resistance of the X5 xDrive40e, and it's the powertrain. That's the engine. It's a 2-liter twin power turbo, which just means it's a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. It makes, by itself, it makes around 245 horsepower. Sorry, not around. It makes 245 horsepower and 350 newton meters of torque. That's about the same tube, because remember, this is not the new B47 engine. This is actually the N20, which is the old one, so it's basically the same engine as the old 328i, so it makes 245 horsepower and 350 Newton meters of torque. It's the same tune. Now, sandwiched between this engine and the ZF 8-speed automatic gearbox is a electric motor. That one makes 113 horsepower and 250 Newton meters of torque. The reason why it's sandwiched between the engine and the transmission is because you get all-wheel drive all the time, even if it's just in e-drive mode, which just means full electric mode. In the XC90, the electric motor is at the back, so you only get rear-wheel drive. So, in total, you get 313 horsepower and 450 Newton meters of torque. That's quite a lot, although that is still some way behind the XC90's 407 horsepower and 640 Newton meters of torque. That said, it's still very powerful. It goes from 0 to 100 in 6.8 seconds. But the top speed isn't very fast. It's only 210 kilometers an hour. Fuel consumption wise, well, it does 3.3 liters per 100 kilometers, and it does 77 grams per kilometer of CO2, 77 grams of carbon dioxide per kilometer. Again, 0 to 100, 6.8 seconds. Now, talked about before, this car does have an all-electric mode. As such, it does 30 kilometers. There's 30 kilometers of zero emissions, all-electric range, and you can do it at speeds of up to 120 kilometers an hour. And believe me, just now we've tried the car; it's quite fast, even in electric mode. Or you can mash the throttle and it will still keep in electric mode. Although if you floor it out to the maximum, then the engine starts again. Okay, now this car, to charge it, it charges in about 3 hours and 50 seconds. Okay, we'll come around to the side. We can open the charge port. You can see here. Charging time is around 3 hours and 50 minutes from a standard 240 volt 3-pin socket. This doesn't have a very big battery, so it charges up quite fast. If you want to charge it even faster, you can get a BMW i Wallbox Pro, as you can see here. This will set you back 6,000 ringgit, not including installation. Source at BMW told us that you can expect to pay around between 3,000 to 5,000 ringgit in installation. So you can expect to pay around 9, 10, 11,000 for this whole thing. This will actually charge the car from flat to all the way to full in 2 hours and 45 minutes, less than 3 hours. But that's a pretty high price to pay, I think, for you're paying 11,000 ringgit and max to save around an hour of charging. Probably not worth it. You will also get a Charge Now card, which allows you to charge at because BMW now has a collaboration with Charge EV, the local, charging solutions partner. So they've got around about 19 locations around Peninsular Malaysia. So basically, BMW gives you a card. You can go to any Charge EV charging station. Just wave your card at it, and then you can use their charging services. Just give you a bit of a walk around. This is the around view camera. There's one here. There's one underneath. You can see there. Okay, there you can see. And of course, there's one down here. So I think I've pretty much covered. How much is it? Again, it's 388,800 ringgit on the road without insurance. That's 15,000 ringgit cheaper than the XC90 T8 twin engine, which is also a plug-in hybrid. That one costs 403,888 ringgit, so 15,000 less than the Volvo. So I think that concludes our live walk around of the new BMW X5 xDrive40e. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you at the next one. Bye!